Well, happening in Houston, a popular event you and your family can enjoy this weekend. We're talking about the Jazz Festival. If you love live jazz music, mark your calendars. It's happening this Saturday, and the Houston Jazz Collective presents the American Masters Series at one of the best venues in our city, Miller Outdoor Theater.
Oh, we love it there. And one of the featured stars of the event is jazz artist Nellie McKay. She is joining us now on Houston Life with more on this weekend's free show. It's great to see you and meet you.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
You have a history, by the way, of performance. I know you are so loved, not just around the country, but especially in your homeland of New York City. You grew up in Harlem, is that right?
Yes.
And tell us about some of your highlights in your career, because the Three Penny Opera on Broadway, that's a big one.
Oh, that's true. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's funny when you say history, it's like I got a rap sheet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been all over the place. But I mean, I love, you know, performing outside of New York. New York's there's so much pressure, and you think people are just sitting back and judging. But you know, outside, people just come to have a good time.
Well, I mean, your voice, you are been described as basically somebody that can sing anything. Where did the love of music start with you?
Oh, who doesn't love music? I mean, it just gets you through. You all need something to get us through the night.
It's so true.
That's lovely. Well, and your voice has been described as a satin voice. How would you describe your voice? A satin, so like smooth, right? Smooth and melodic. How would you describe it?
Oh, well, I mean, that's very nice. Sometimes backstage they have a big bowl of chocolates, and you really can't let me around that before a show. Even if it ruins the show, it's worth it, you know, somehow.
Well, what are some of your favorite things that you like to perform? I mean, we know that jazz is a special place in your heart, but what else do you like to perform?
Oh boy, I mean, anything. It's fun to be someone else. It's make-believe, you know, so you can just try to channel whatever you feel. We're all trying to get back to, you know, being little babies who could just, you know, wriggle our toes and everyone loved us.
Right.
Rolling Stone magazine said about you, a renegade songwriter with an ultra-flexible, great American songbook sensibility. McKay finds modern resonances everywhere. I mean, this is pretty incredible. And truly, I know you're being very humble. We're seeing some images right here on the screen right now. Your music has been featured on shows like Mad Men, Boardwalk Empire, Weeds, Grey's Anatomy, NCIS, Nurse Jackie. So many credits to name here. Is there anything on your bucket list that you have yet to accomplish?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Gee, oh boy, that's a real humdinger of a question. You know, I don't know. You know, I actually think people need to do less. You know, everyone always asks, you know, well, what are you doing? But perhaps it's more important to ask, what are you not doing? Oh. You know, because we're all just, you know, we just need to have. There's the story of an American Indian, and he was taken to Washington. It was right towards the end. You know, they were losing the country and having it taken from him, and they were showing him their railroad stations. He was like, oh, okay, you know, and they were showing him their you know, government buildings. He was like, yeah, okay. And then they showed him a picture in a museum, and he said, why would you paint a tree when you could look at a tree? So I feel like that for some of the time.
Interesting.
Right. It is very interesting. When you said something earlier too, Nellie, about music is soulful, does something to our mind, our body, our soul. And I think for so many, the lockdown, the pandemic, not being able to see family and friends and get out and do the things that they love and want to do, people found peace in music. And that's where music, even, you know, artists created new music. So I love that connection for you. And then tell us about your new EP. Did that come from?
Yeah, well, you know, I guess it is just trying to pare it down into the simple things too. So, yeah, I'm glad that's out. And but you know, another thing that can get you through is adopting an animal. And I know they have a big overpopulation problem here now in Houston and throughout the South. And I think that gave a lot of people solaces in going to the pound and finding a new best friend.
Right.
Someone to take care of, somewhere to put your love.
Oh yeah, animals, they certainly save us, right? And while we're on that topic, so not only are you a renowned playwright, author, and philosopher, you're a recipient of PETA's Humanitarian Award. This is a big deal. And the Humane Society's Doris Day Music Award in recognition of your animal advocacy. So when you are not performing on stage, like you said, what is it we are not doing? It seems like in your personal time, you're still doing a lot for a cause you really care a lot about.
Oh yeah, well we're all animals, you know, and they're so innocent, you know. They just want, as Sid Caesar put it, they just want food and a little pet and sunshine, you know. They're so simple, their wants and needs. Why exploit them?
Yeah,
so true. Very true. Okay, Houston Jazz Festival happening on Saturday. You're going to perform from the album Sister Orchid. Is that right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, you know, I know I'm speaking for Shelley Carroll, wonderful saxophonist, and Andre Hayward, wonderful trombonist, but I'm okay to take requests.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's the info right there on your screen, and you can see that venue. It is just absolutely stunning. 8 p.m. Saturday evening, Miller Outdoor Theater, right there in Herman Park. Get there early, get your great spot on the grass, and I believe tickets are still available if people want to try to reserve seats in the actual seated area.
Well, I believe they are, and you know, I was just asked to thank the sponsors. May I? Is that okay?
Sure.
It was just Fred Haas Toyota Country and Fred Haas Toyota World. This sounds so like an auctioneer. Sponsored in part by the City of Houston through the Miller Theater Advisory Board. And special thanks to the Jack Whitten Estate and Hauser and Wirth. They're an art gallery. Oh, we hate art. Just kidding. But Jack Whitten was a tremendous artist. He was an anti-war activist. He was a civil rights activist and an early feminist. He really brought it all together. And you know, he would be anti-censorship too, because he was a genuine artist. He believed in that genuine liberation. So we're going to show his paintings during the show.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nellie McKay, thank you so much for stopping by Houston Life, and thanks for treating our city to your beautiful talent this weekend.
Well, thank you for existing.
Oh.
For goodness sake.
Well, come back and see us anytime. You're always welcome.
Nellie.
Thanks so much.
And in the meantime, we have posted a link if you would like to find tickets. That's on our website. Visit the Scene on Houston Life section of HoustonLife.tv.